Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. I hope you all have a coffee because this is Tea Tuesday's video, and I've made it rather long. It's going to talk about my loss of sense of taste and smell, in case you're interested. I also have been watching a movie, and it's really weird. It was suggested to me when I was out in the she shed with all the movies that my son had gotten, and the man that was getting movies, he had a list of movies actually. He had a big list of things that he needed and wanted that he didn't have because he collects, I guess, DVDs. Well, he mentioned that they're not all gruesome and not all killing and shooting them up kind of movies. He said the one movie that you might enjoy, he said it's strange, if you don't mind a little bit of bad language. It's strange, he said. And the movie was Shutter Island, and it looks like this.
It is
very, it's strange.
Very strange.
It's very strange. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it, and it's about a prison that's on an island where the people are there. It's supposed to be the worst of criminals, and they're trying to convince him that he's crazy. And you see him come over on the ferry, but I don't know whether he is crazy or not. And it's one of those movies that you, after you watch it, you think, what the heck? What? It's kind of strange. We're almost done with it, I think. I put it on pause just to come in here. Well, let's just go to that video that I have for you. Happy Tea Tuesday. Today I'm going to have a little coffee. But what I do is I put it on, actually I turn the scale on first. I've been watching Terry and she weighs everything, so I turn the scale on. Then I put my cup on there and zero it out. Then I get my protein shake. I put the protein shake on the spoon, drop it in the cup. I got 7 grams, which is good. That'll be perfect. This is the protein whey that I'm using. Then I get my dry creamer. It took me months to get off this stuff, but now I'm using it again. I measure it out approximately, drop it in the cup, and then I see what it is. That one was 2 grams. That's perfect. This is a baby spoon. Put that back. Then we add the coffee, and because the coffee is hot and Terry says it lumps, I whisk it with my little electronic whisker, or battery operated, I mean. My whisk thing, I whisk it. Pour a little coffee in. I only pour it halfway to do it. Then I whisk, my little frother. Today I thought I would try the green beans with the egg and see what I get. Well, I turned it too soon and it broke. Alexa, set the timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes, starting now.
Almost done. Welcome to Tea Tuesday. It's an open collab by Life with Patty and Kathy's Favorite Things. Thank you for having this collaboration. It's the longest running collaboration, and it's the best one out there. So if you'd like to just talk and share your day or share your thoughts, this is a perfect way to do it. Well, today I thought that I would share with you, first of all, I'm having coffee, which you will see in the beginning of this video, and it's in my chicken cup that I got from Angel. I'll turn it, it's very full. I'm going to have a sip before it gets too cold. I also fried up some beans, like I do the spinach, to see if it would work. Well, it takes a lot longer because the beans are a lot wetter, but I probably could squeeze them out. I'm not sure. They're French style beans, so they didn't drain real well. So I'm cooking them again. I'm cooking the second one to see if it will turn out better. I'm letting it go a lot longer the first time around before I try to flip it, because when I flipped this one, it broke. Well, today I thought I would mention about my taste and smell, because I've gotten a few questions on that. Yes, I lost it when I had that virus that was going around, but I didn't know I lost it until I couldn't smell the bacon I was cooking. It's funny because it only lasted me about 3 days. I had a little bit of ache in my shoulders and like a cold. It really was nothing major, which I was very, very lucky. I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried eating burnt orange, several times, and I've put the brown sugar on it. It doesn't work. I've tried the chiropractor thing. It didn't work. I've tried a lot of different things that they suggest, and I've watched a lot of movies on how to get your sense of smell back, and nothing has worked. I do smell coffee but I have to stick my nose right into the grounds in order to smell the grounds that are not cooked. The ones that are cooked I don't smell. And I cannot smell the coffee brewing. I haven't been able to smell the turkey cooking for 2 years. I lost it about a year and 6 months ago, I think it was I lost it. I had actually had that virus twice. The first time is when I lost the sense of smell. The second time, nothing. I didn't have any aches and pains or anything. If I hadn't had a little cold and taken the test, I would have never known I had it the second time, because it only lasts about 3 days with me. I forget that I can't smell. Sometimes I will stick my nose into a flower expecting to smell something. I smell nothing. I have asked Jim, is this perfume a good smell or a bad smell? Because I can't tell. I gave away all my candles because I can't smell them burning. I have incense, and once in a while I will light it just because others can smell it, but I can't. I can't tell you if there's a bad smell in my house or a good smell in my house, and I tell my grandkids if they ever come in and smell something that doesn't smell right to let me know, because I can't tell. I remember the one day I had some bologna and I wanted to know if the bologna was good because it had been in the refrigerator for almost 2 weeks. It was feeling all right, but it wasn't, but I couldn't smell it. So I asked my granddaughter, I says, could you smell this bologna and tell me if it's good? And she looked at me kind of strangely, like she's never had to smell bologna to see if it was good or not. She says, it smells like bologna and it feels like bologna, so it must be bologna. It was not bad. A lot of things, when I'm questionable whether it's good or not, I will just give it to the chickens or throw it away. Because if it doesn't show mold, you can't tell. I don't give the moldy stuff to the chickens because they shouldn't eat mold. But if it's looking like, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, I'll just give it to the chickens. They'll eat it if it's good. If it's bad, they'll leave it too, which they do leave a lot of stuff that is not good. I put extra flavoring on food because my taste buds can tell you if it's salt. I need salt to taste things, and sweet. I can tell if they're sweet. I was just eating some of the beans. They could use a little more salt, I think. But do they taste as good as the spinach? No. Or feel as good as the spinach, I should say. I always say taste. It's funny how we say taste a lot. But if you can't smell, you can't really taste it. I'm tasting the salt, I'm tasting the sugar, I'm tasting the bitter, I'm tasting the sweet. Did I add that? Say that? I can taste salt, sweet, bitter, sour. And I can tell you texture. I can tell you if it's crunchy. I like crunchy things. In fact, I crave crunchy things. Sometimes I'm craving for something, but I don't know what because I can't smell. So I search around for something to eat. Yesterday I had a fried egg, but I fried it on some toast and I made it really crunchy. In fact, it was so crunchy you couldn't cut it with a fork because it would just crumble. So I broke the pieces off and ate it that way. I hope you're all having a good day. This has been a good day. So if you've lost your sense of smell, you do get used to not smelling things. It's just that you forget. You would say, wow, that smells good, when actually your eyes are what you're using. You're seeing it, and it looks good, so it probably smells good. I know when I make things, I have no idea what it tastes like. I tell Jim, I don't know what this is going to taste like till you taste it. And if it needs salt, you have to add it. I don't put a lot of salt on anything while I'm cooking it, because this way he can add it at the table. If he ate pasta or ate potatoes, those would be salted before, but he doesn't eat those. He eats very little or no carbs. So when he eats the fried beans or the fried spinach, he has to salt it on his dish, because I don't put salt on it when I'm making it. This way I don't oversalt it, because salt is something that I crave a little bit. I like the taste of the salt. This one looks way better. I let it cook about 30 minutes each side, and now it is done. It's ready to eat. I started this, gosh, it's getting late. I started cooking around a little after 11:30, and now it's almost 1:45. This is what it looks like. It's looking good. I can flip it now. That first one I flipped too soon. This is good. Perfect. But would I suggest you make this? Well, it tastes all right to me, who can't taste. But I like the texture of the spinach better. I hope you enjoyed this little talk. And yes, you do adjust to not tasting and smelling. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.